Hey, listen,
Let's
you know,
roll.
we got a chance to get the wine, y'all. Me and Marlon, we didn't get a
Oh,
chance to record it, but he got the bottle there. We got it halfway down. Let me tell
Yeah,
you
yeah,
something.
yeah. I, I
When
had
I tell you,
I had to fight the females in
oh,
the family.
shit. Let me walk in
I
there.
had to
listen,
fight them. I had to fight them because they were loving
You had to
it too much.
fight
I'm
him.
like,
Go to
still need some.
jail.
man, when I tell you that was some good tasting
Let him
stuff,
have it.
man.
There you
Yeah,
go.
listen, you guys gotta look this up if you go to his website.
Mm-hmm.
We know you'll be in
Yeah,
the description how to get it, but you gotta taste it. You gotta experience it on your own. It's a different
yeah,
experience for the good,
Yeah,
most
yeah.
definitely.
yeah, it's different. Even if you're not a wine drinker, you gonna fuck with it.
Yeah, yeah.
All that.
Yeah,
You said
yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah.
you
And so
said
yeah,
you almost had to fight him off the wine.
yeah. They was like, yeah, because they want, the women in my family, they wine drinkers. But I'm like, y'all, this is a test, this is a test here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm glad you came out
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I thought I sent you through. I'm gonna have to send you the videos of them tasting it
Yeah, let
through
me see that,
Messenger.
man.
But I tried to send it through text, so I guess it ain't work
Okay,
out like that. Yeah,
For the
okay.
next
So
bottle, I
what
know
do
I
I
got
got
to
here?
order it. I got to order my next bottle, right? I'll go to the website
Yeah.
to order it. How long the delivery take normally? Like what? Maybe is it business
Oh,
days or just days?
so you're in Florida, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
South
more like
Florida.
this. South Florida, business days. Florida, that's about 2 days probably.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
send
that's
it.
good.
Yeah, UPS ground. Yeah. So basically, you call, number on there. Either talk to Shani, who owns the shop. She'll put the order through, or they can just hit me up directly by email. I'll put it through. So we don't have the point of sale yet set up in which customer hit up the site and just take themselves from beginning to the end of the cycle. So we don't have that yet. But if you want the wine, it shouldn't matter. But we'll get it to you.
Well, hey, no,
There you go.
most definitely it shouldn't
Yeah.
matter at all. But I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell you this: now
Yeah.
that you said that, we getting the introduction on the wine, ladies and gentlemen. He's
Hmm.
gonna give us an exclusive when he gets ready to do his grand opening. Will be available on the website. So we gonna get that exclusive interview from you, right? When you getting ready to drop it,
Hey,
I want to drop it the
um,
same time that you get ready to start selling on the website. That's the same time we want to drop the video.
actually, I launched on my birthday, July 26th of this year,
Okay.
and I've already started to sell wine from the website already.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you got to hit me up, hit up the lady at the shop, and we'll put it through.
oh, you
Yeah,
just got to take that route. Okay. Okay. All right.
for
Y'all
now.
wondering what
Hmm.
happened? He gave us our wine personally, so that's we ain't know the procedures. So you just heard it from him how to go.
Yeah, you got it. Don't worry about it. You good. You good.
So
But
man, how everything
Savage,
been, man? Oh, go ahead.
good.
Go
One
ahead.
thing, Savage, I'm glad everybody came out okay. I'm glad you safe and everything. I know it's probably you against everybody else when it came down to the wine, but good to know you good.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm good, yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
matter of fact,
This guy, is it cold?
yeah.
He don't care.
Okay, one question. Where your wine glass at? Where your wine glass?
Hey, he don't care. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a man, bro.
Oh, cool. What's up? What was your question, Lumi?
Yes, sir.
What's your question, man? What's up?
No, I was asking you. Matter of fact, though, you caught me with that. I caught him drinking out the bottle.
I ain't never seen that before. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send you a glass.
hey,
The next time I send
yeah,
a bottle, I'm send a glass too. How about that?
yeah, yeah. And then you gonna see a lot of
Mhm.
unexpected shit on here too.
No, can't wait. Can't wait. Let's do it.
Cutting off on you for nothing. All
Yeah,
types of
sound
stuff.
good.
Hey, so
Yeah,
listen, what you been up to since the last time we talked, man? What's
yeah,
been
you
Well, I'm
had a
good?
tired
festival,
right
right?
now. To be honest with you, I'm tired right now. I got the kids here. The moms. We co-parenting.
Okay.
And so I got them the whole week, and
Okay.
they cool. I love having them around. Just I gotta get up at 6 a.m. every day. I don't get up early like some people think that to be successful you gotta get up at 5:30. Okay, cool. That works for you. That's great. But I like to get up a little bit later than that. I'm not gonna say what time I get up because I work from home. but no, man. I've been getting up at 6 a.m. every day, and they're a lot of fun. They don't get tired, but I'm tired. But other than that, it's been great. Just doing that. I got a new batch of wine started. I'm gonna bring it over short to you. It's
Okay.
a new
Okay.
flavor. It's apricot. What's
Okay.
that?
Let us see it. Let us see that.
It's 25 bottles worth. It's a 5-gallon cardboard. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. 5
Y'all see how
gallons.
that look? So
Yeah,
that
that's
right there alone to give you 5 gallons worth of product.
right there. Yep. That's 5 gallons. That's gonna make 25 bottles.
So Philip, let me ask you, when you put it into that device, that big gallon right there, you already do the mixing and all that stuff before you put it in there, and it's already set and ready to go once you get it in there, right?
Yeah, that's for clearing. So long story short, this is homebrew. This is for home. This is homebrew for family and friends. This is not to be sold commercially, since I'm making it from home. To get that out there. Okay. But no, so I started off like in a white bucket, that you know, like a big 5-gallon bucket. And I add the juice base, the water, and I add the yeast and stuff, and all the other ingredients.
No, I was just asking what, like, from that part there, like when you, the whole process of getting it into that jar, you just do it like regular, like with the whole little...
Oh no, so like I was saying, the first part, that once that first fermentation stage takes place, it lasts for 14 days. I then transfer it over to that clear cardboard just to clear it out. And I use a siphon pump. And I siphon it off the sediment. The sediment is like the byproduct where the yeast breaks the sugar down, converts to alcohol. Right. So I siphon. I try not to disturb the sediment because I want it nice and clear. Right. So I shift it over to that clear container. Then I add some other ingredients to it. Then it clears itself within about 3 to 5 days. And then it's still going to create more sediment once again. And I now transfer it to another clean cardboard. And that's when I back flavor and back sweeten it. That's when the magic happens.
Right. Man, I like to have you detail and explain it to break it down. It's really intriguing to do it. Yeah, so Marlon, you got a question for him?
What's up?
Sit there and got lost in the sauce down here, y'all.
Nah, man, I listen. If I get quiet,
you took that swig and it got quiet on us.
On my name. Yeah, drink some water. Drink some water.
You know, that's when you focus a little bit better now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it depends on what you have.
Yeah, I was listening through the whole process.
That's what we can check that off. It keeps you alert. We can check that out for it, most definitely.
So let me ask you this.
Cool.
How often or not, how many times when you be like, this is how I want it. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Let me add this in there. Wait, hold on. Let me add this in. Like how many times do you specifically go before you actually say, this is it?
I'm glad you asked that question. Long story short, Uncorked was supposed to have a wine festival this year, Uncorked, but they had to postpone to March. So I had 25 bottles of blueberry already corked. Remember I said uncorked. And I had about 25 bottles of apple cherry. And then the very next day, I tasted both, and I'm like, the next day I tasted, I'm like, this ain't where it's supposed to be. This is wrong. So I uncorked 25 bottles of the blueberry passion fruit and 25 bottles of the apple cherry bliss, and I got it right. Then I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm ready to share this. Other than that, no, I'm not letting anybody share anything. This is not for profit. You know, that's great. It's working. It's going toward that. This is passion. This is therapeutic. This is me. This is from the heart, man. I can't just I'm trying not to curse. So yeah,
you can curse on here. You try not to put bullshit out there. I got you.
Yeah. So I uncorked it, fixed it. I uncorked it. I poured it all in a a 5-gallon bucket. Got the flavor in the way I want it to be, the way it's supposed to be, right? Because this is an apple cherry. Right. So what do you think the dominant flavor should be?
I was just thinking that. Yeah. Well, since you got apple first, I'll say apple is the dominant, right?
Apple cherry.
Well, cherry would be the dominant when I think of apple.
Cherry would be
out of the strong.
That's the base. What
type of cherry?
Apple cherry. So basically, when I sampled it, I didn't like it. I was tasting kind of apple, kind of cherry. I was like, no, it needs to taste like cherry. Then I need to taste a little apple as well. So I got it right. And then I siphoned everything in each of the bottles, 50 bottles total, and corked all 50 bottles again.
Because the reason why I had chose apple first is because Mr. Thomas, I know I call you Mr. Thomas. You know when
ain't that old. Come on now.
Hey, when you know, like for example, salt and vinegar potato chips. You know the Tom's brand, they have vinegar and salt as opposed to salt and vinegar because the first word is normally the bowl. And
really?
Yeah, you got a hint of whatever the second contribution is.
I do mine backwards then.
Yeah, hey, that's good though. Hey, that'll be different. That's good. Yeah, so when most people see that, that's why I was like, okay, when I'm looking at that, I'm gonna taste the apple and then a hint of cherry, but you got it totally opposite. So it's a twist. So that's actually good. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a good marketing. But that's why I asked that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like blueberry passion. Well, blueberry passion. Really, it's blueberry wine with passion fruit added to it. So I got them backwards, the regular way.
That's good. That's good though, because
Yeah.
you're different. That's good. Like I said, when people go to taste your product, that's what the consumer is thinking. Okay, the first is what's going to dominate the taste, but that's not the case with your product. So that's good.
Sometimes it is based on my attention span that day. I'm serious. Why do you think I got so many flavors, man? I got passion fruit here. I got vanilla cranberry, cranilla.
Oh man.
I got
So with that, like you just sitting there and be like, okay, let me just try this.
pomegranate.
Yeah.
I have a
So
short
do you-
attention span. I get bored pretty quick.
You get bored, so you always gonna have an idea like, okay, well, dang, let me mix this grape with this type of cherry. Like, okay.
Or by error, because I don't have a container, but I don't start with the raw fruit that takes forever and the consistency is not there because some fruits are good, sweet, some are not. So I have this juice base, it's a gallon, a concentrated juice base, 1 gallon, but you add 4 gallons of water to it, you get 5 gallons of juice base, which makes 25 bottles, 5 bottles per gallon, you know what I'm saying? And so I use that right there, right? And then you want to buy what you call the back flavor. Say for instance, I buy strawberry wine fruit juice base. I need to buy the back flavor strawberry too. It's like about 4 ounces. And one day when I bought the honeydew juice base, I forgot to check to see if there's a back flavor available, and it wasn't. So I said, I got a back flavor with something because right now it tastes pretty bad. You know, I'm like, okay, mango. So honeydew mango.
Right.
So I think that when you want to focus on originality, you know, we all follow suit based upon things we've been inspired by in the past. But when you take your own journey and you hit some stumbling blocks, you fix it.
It's gonna be different, yeah.
That's yours.
And that's what make it original. That's what I was saying about the whole branding of the flavor thing. That's gonna work out.
Yeah.
When it gets up there and going, that's gonna be a good marketing tool. Definitely, most definitely. Now let me ask you, what's your favorite? Just to be cherry picked, what's your favorite flavor of wine?
Right. It just recently changed. It's the pomegranate.
And why?
Oh.
Tell us why.
Man, it's like it hits your face. I'm pomegranate. It's me I'm dealing with right now. I'm him. I'm like, yeah, you him. Woo, we have to put it down because I can't just hold that to. Yeah, I can't just. Okay, let me talk to y'all. Okay, I'm ready now. You know, it's like that. You know,
so that particular flavor take you where you need to be real quick, basically.
It's strong and it's strong. Well, the alcohol is there. It's 13.5, but the flavor itself hits you. You just want to embrace it. You want to just enjoy that instead of just rushing it.
Yeah,
down.
right.
Not necessarily strength of the alcohol. It's just the flavor. It stays with you. It's not a bad aftertaste either.
Let me ask you this: does it matter when it comes to the percentage of alcohol that you add in the wine? Is it your
Right, I
own,
was gonna think of that.
or is it a law?
You talk. I think you're talking about something different. With the law, no, you really want your alcohol below 14, unless it's a port. You know, otherwise it's gonna be extremely strong. You're gonna be able to, take it down.
Right.
But I keep mine
because
around 13.5.
it won't even be considered wine no more. That's just straight liquor.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty
if
much.
you talking about that strong, yeah.
But I have fruit wine, right? And so just think about the fruit honeydew. That's a lightly flavored fruit. You have a lot of alcohol underneath that. It's going to bleed right through, and you can be tasting most of the alcohol. And most of my customers are women. If I make it too strong, they're not going to drink it. They won't be able to drink it.
So basically, with the honeydew, you wouldn't have as much of alcohol as you would a different flavor.
Yeah, instead of 13.7, I'll just say 13.5, maybe 13.4.
Okay. Yeah. See, I didn't know that stuff, and I know somebody that's not into drinking or alcohol. This is like intriguing information. Yeah. Because I thought maybe, well, actually, I didn't know. That's why I asked. But I had the impression that you probably got control over the amount of alcohol you add in wine. But at the same time, you do.
I do. There's a formula for that. Yeah, there's a formula. So, long story short, your juice base, once you add water to it, you want to take a little reading with the cylinder, get a little put little drops in there, about 250 milliliters, long story short. And there's this thing called a hydrometer. It looks like a long thermometer, and you let that float. You take down your number. It tells you how much alcohol percentage is going to yield if you don't do anything special to it. And you take that in consideration. But you're like, okay, but I want 13.7. So you take that number, you compute it, and that tells you how much additional sugar to add. It's all about the sugar. So basically, it had its own sugar. It was gonna give me like 10%. But I did the little calculations. Okay, now if you add 3 pounds of sugar, you would be around 13.5%. So that determines how much additional sugar I add to it. That's how I can control the alcohol percentage.
And you use regular sugar?
No, corn sugar.
Corn sugar. Okay.
Let me ask you,
dextrose.
What's the time limit, or is there a time limit that you time yourself as far as when you making a batch? What's your average time that it take you to make a batch of wine, like the one you just showed us?
Talking about in one day or
just from the start to the finish?
12 standing hours.
Wow.
At least 12 standing hours. Yeah.
So so it's like a job. But
I don't think about it like that.
No. But I'm saying how you break it down? Do you break it down as if, and then you take a lunch, and how do you like?
Yeah, man. Long story short, fermentation. I guess you call it primary fermentation because there's no such thing as secondary, it's only clearing. But when I first ferment it, it takes 14 days for that to get done. I step away from it. 14 days, I can focus on other things, calming or whatever. Okay, after 15 days, I take a little read and I'm like, okay, 0.992, that's what I want. Then I transfer it to a clean container, add some ingredients to it. I leave it alone for about 7 days, right? Then now it's time to back flavor and back sweeten. Okay, I do that. We'll let that sit, let that just chill out for about 3 days. Then I go ahead and bottle. Or I could bottle the same day at back flavor, back sweet, but you really want to allow things to kind of mix in with one another before you start to bottle.
So
or you can both age it too.
So the way you do things is like maybe like 2 weeks away from a month, but pretty much take a little.
My turnaround time is 25 days. Now you can let it bulk age, meaning a big container, let it age in that. It becomes smoother, but mine's already smooth based upon the way I filter it. So when I finish bottling my wine, you can actually drink it right away because fruit wine is different. You don't have to wait a long time like red and white wine.
And you just answered one of my questions. I was going to ask you.
In a year. Drink within a year too. Drink within a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have wine that's good as far as aged? Do you take that route, or you haven't, like, you don't, is that something you don't want to?
Just for the accent.
Well, my folks back home, I go home, I'm like, wow, you still got that bottle? I'm like, when did I get that bottle for you? So I don't know how long ago. Let me try it first before y'all.
Yeah, man, listen, I got some bottles that have been sitting here for years, and then I'm like,
see, fruit
I
wine.
don't even know if I want to taste it. It just be sitting there, like maybe one day.
Now, fruit wine you don't drink within about a year. Like I said, yeah, you don't want to wait too long with that.
Way too long with it. All right, ain't none of that age like fine wine.
And cause see, I'm asking questions for someone that's not to the area. I'm not familiar with the whole wine thing anyway, so I'm actually interested. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you are, because most people don't know. The fruit wine you want to drink that in about a year.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was no statute of limitation on wine. Period.
No, red and white, you can let that age for years and years. It takes almost about a year when you use like raw grapes, raw fruit, stuff like that, as far as fermentation.
So let me ask you, do you the route that you're taking with the fruit wine, you feel like that is when it comes to the length of time, that's a better lane for you now, or the aging wine is going to be something you're going to eventually get into as well?
Yeah, why not? I'm kind of a fan of red wine. I like to put my own little twist to it. And a little like say for instance, I once made a Cabernet Plum. That was wonderful. But just standalone red wine, I'm not a huge fan. It's cool. So I'm thinking about getting into that arena as well, just to kind of diversify things up, not just be one dimensional.
Okay. Are you gonna get merch and everything, like when it comes to the brand of the wine and stuff, like T-shirts and all that stuff? Because I know you do comedy too, and I think that'll be great. Sweatsuits, hats.
Yeah. Actually, I have a sweatshirt already. I have a T-shirt already, and I got a beanie already, and I have like a polo already. I should be wearing that right now. I got a polo already too.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? If you can, let us know about the merch. The merch, at least send us some merch.
Okay.
Because one thing for sure is, like, all the guys when they had merch, I wear the motherfucker.
Yeah.
I win. I win.
Cool.
Yeah. So I got wrestlers, comedians, stuff I wear.
Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is,
this is legit. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't we ain't gonna bring you on here just this one time, and that's what we legit.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. Yeah.
No, I got you. Yeah, we already got the prototype, everything down, how we wanted to look. So now I'm just going to talk to my designer about the price point and all that, because everything I've already received it. I'm like, yeah, this is good to go. I like this. I approve. So we're there.
So what do we go from this point here? Like, what's your next step as far as the process of for one, marketing? What's the next step of marketing? What's the next step of inventory for everybody? Like, what you have planned? Like, as far as I see the jar over there, but you said that's homebrew. So, like, what's the next steps as far as the whole wine venture with what you got?
As far as the business plan where I'm at right now, well. This is a booking too. I mentioned booking first. So I'm going to be at a private wine tasting on the 20th. That's going to be at it's open to the public. It's going to be for at More Than Just a Pretty Face. This was called More Than Just a Pretty Face. It's in Atlanta. She does facial, Barbara. Yeah, she does facials for women using like elderberry, the real elderberry, and also pomegranate. And I'm going to stuff my black tail in there with elderberry, pomegranate wine.
Of course.
And other wines too to serve to her guests. And she does seasonal facials regarding fruit and time of year. So she's going to give me like about a 40-day notice about when she's going to have her next, facial with certain fruits. I'm going to make the applicable fruit wine for that event. So, but on the 21st, I'm doing a private wine tasting at Wolf Creek, library right there near Camp Creek in Georgia. Okay. Also, I need to resubmit to, I don't want to jinx myself, but let's just say out of Total Wine or Kroger or Target or, Trader Joe's, whatever, I submitted to one of them. Yeah. I submitted to one of them and they said, hey, we're going to reject your letter because we want you to resubmit. We want you not to have anything in the background of your bottles. And we want you to make sure it's of this size.
Oh, that's actually good. Shit. That's actually good information.
That's it?
Yeah. So, that was good. That was critical.
I was just going to say that sounded kind of like pretty good now.
They want you, but just do this.
Yeah. So I'm now waiting for my light box to come so I can put the wine inside the light box. So I ain't got to worry about the glare. I ain't got to worry about stuff in the background. And I know I can remove the image too and submit it as a PNG file.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's gonna be dope. Let me ask you, getting into the bookings and stuff, how without telling the secrets, how does that work? Because that's something that I wouldn't mind reaching out to try to see people to get you down here. But I don't know if it's something like as opposed of you they booking you, or how's that work?
Oh, two things. Now, there's some I'm proactive, like the major wine tastings. I have to sign up for that and pay a little bit to participate. Now, the other ones, the private ones I just mentioned, is because I just let people know I make wine. And I gave them my card a long time ago, like, what was it? Whole Foods. And she called me out of the blue. Like, hey, look, I want you to, do a wine tasting. I got this event, cool. And the other location, someone told her about me, and here we are. And that same person put me on something else. There's this, I don't know the name of the place, but there's they do poetry night. They're going to have me to stop by one day and roll out my wine. So that's going to be cool. So just word of mouth, relationships. I like people. Yeah.
Because I was with that. I mean, if you're getting the bookings, you're in the state of Georgia right now, right?
Same.
Yeah. So if you were to come down here, you would have to get, flight, hotel, maybe
license. Well, I got a friend. What year? Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, it's not with, I'm in the Coconut Creek area, so Broward County.
I got a friend, my boy Philly Friends. I can stay at his place. I got to pay for a hotel.
Yeah, because I loved me and Marlon, we could get together and
I stay at Zephyr's place. See no evil. I stay on his couch. I haven't even asked him yet, but he slept on my couch a lot. This apartment bed, actually, he never slept. He always had a bed, so he owed me, so you let me know.
Yeah, most definitely. Me and Marlon, we get together, hook it up, and get you down here, man, and spread the word. That's all it is. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Because I know they have which Well, it still could go. They have like Reefer Mania and stuff like that, little wrestling events and stuff where they have wine and alcohol. You know, you coming there with your little setup.
Because JB them always looking for. He always looking for little vendors and stuff to do. Little events, and then you know you need a little drink watching wrestling, man.
Yeah, man.
So,
just let me know. I'm down.
Okay. Yeah.
Because whenever it's really cold here in Georgia, I always like to get to Florida. So I see myself in Florida probably like the second week of January.
Probably. You know, we go to the beach down here on Christmas.
You see, I caught a bath on Christmas. I used to live in Pompano Beach.
That's where I'm from, Pompano, Collier City. If you know that area. That's where I'm from, my hometown, Collier City. Yes, sir. So man, I mean, at the end of the day, I think, I feel you have a great product going on, and you can hear the passion in your voice. You know about it like a motherfucker, bro. You a mastermind, man. You know what you're doing. I'll be listening to you throw the numbers out there, the percentages calculated, the time, but you got it down, man. So
I sent you my links? Have I sent you my links? You know, I've been in about 3 DIY videos for Home Depot.
Okay.
I've been in a commercial for AutoZone, True Green, First Citizen Bank, and Bojangles. Oh, wow. And this is one show on NBC. It's a non-speaking role, but it's a principal role. That's supposed to be coming out. I'll let you know about that later.
And you probably get a deal with the airlines.
So another thing too. So the reason I'm saying this is because I'm gonna start doing motivational. I think about the airline too, but I'm thinking about motivational speaking starting in January because I started off making C's, D's, and F's, detention, almost a suspension. Almost got suspended. What else? Award banquets for like academics, never got a damn thing. Award banquets for sports, didn't get a damn thing. It was later in life I started to win. So this wine making is like one of my recent accomplishments. Let me show you something real quick.
Okay.
So, let me make sure I'm breaking that here. Okay. So I work for FedEx in sales, right?
Okay.
I got the highest award you can get. It came with a free trip too. President's Club.
Oh man, congratulations for that, man.
Appreciate that. That was in 2020. It came with a trip to Hawaii. I couldn't go because of the pandemic, so they just gave me a check. And I got the second highest award you can get in the sale. This is Ambassadors Club. They came with a trip.
All right, that was up.
Yeah, I went to Canada for that. And I got a bunch of other awards too, and got the NBA, the bachelors, and all that. My point is, my goal is just to let these kids know who start off with a tough start. Mm-hmm. Hey, you can get there and you're gonna do some great stuff.
You can get there, yeah. It ain't. You ain't gotta stay in the street, like.
You ain't gotta turn it there. Just hang in there.
Yeah,
stay yourself.
Hang in it. Yeah.
Stay yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're smarter than you twice.
Motivational, man.
You're smarter than you think. Somebody once told me you're smarter than you ever would know.
So since you brought that up, let me ask you this. What when you begin to achieve and you felt like, because only when you felt like you turned over a different leaf, was it something said to you? Was it something you saw? What was your inspiration to make you make that turnover? Like, okay, you know what? This is what I want to do.
Honestly, I just kept being me because even though I sucked at baseball, there was a reason for that too. I still kept practicing in the backyard. No matter what it is I had my mind on as a kid, I always just try to be the very best I could. I'm not sure why. I mean, I even saw this movie. Maybe this answers your question better. I saw this show, Beverly Hillbillies, right? Mm-hmm. Guy ran out the house, shot the gun, hit the ground, oil came up, became rich. I was like, maybe I can strike oil too. So I used to dig holes in my grandma's backyard, and grandfather didn't like that. Boy, stop digging holes in the backyard. Your grandma almost broke her neck back there. Why are you digging them holes? I said, Grandpa, I'm trying to dig holes, to strike oil so we can get rich. Ain't no goddamn oil out there. So I've always just trying to get, that's always been me. And so I think it can be taught. That's why I want to try to teach that. It has to be on you. You have to breathe it, no matter how things are going. Right. And also too, people be like, oh wow, you're in good shape. Yeah, I could do that with my chest. I got a little forearms, all that stuff, make wine. A lot of it came from emotional pain that's associated with life. Right. Take that pain, internalize it, do something great with it. And that's all I do. When I go to the gym, if I'm pissed off about something, I'll pick a muscle and I kick his ass. One of my muscles, I kick his ass. So I'm at the gym, I look very antisocial. I look like I'm in my own little world. I look very focused, and I am.
Right. Hey, tell me about that, man, because even me as being an ex-athlete, I always found it hard to be able to take my stress out in the gym. When you say that, break that down simple as possible. How is that done? And like
Okay.
for real, you get what I'm saying? Like what are you talking about?
You gonna think I'm crazy.
I promise you I won't.
Okay. First I looked at how much time I have. Like if I only got 50 minutes, I'm a superset. I may do 2 or 3 exercises in a row.
Okay.
Right? I'm single. So if there's a really nice girl in the area, oh shit. Okay, we can show off now. This motherfucker.
Right.
Watch this. But I ain't looking at it or nothing. I ain't looking at it. So
It's
instead
the
of
subconscious.
so say for instance, I want to do my single arm rows, right? Some people there do 10, take a break, increase the weight, take a little break. No, I'll put like 100, 90, 80, and 70 there. I hit 110, slide to the side, another 10, slide to the side, another 10, slide to the side, then take a break.
Right.
And they kind of just and do the other side. So sometimes I'm in the mood to show off, right? Mm-hmm. Or sometimes if it's a long, stressful week, I'm just gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time to do my reps nice, slow, feel the burn, because that pain distracts me from the other pain that I really don't care to feel.
See, that's what I need to hear. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Keep going.
Yeah,
keep going.
Take that pain, and I look at the weight like, you ain't shit. I'm gonna lift you too. And I take it, and I look at it, then I hit it. Yeah.
Because I hear a lot of people that's like that. Go ahead, do your thing. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, or I just walk. I'll go get some water. I walk back to my weight. I look at it, then I walk away like I'm mad at it. Really, it's whatever's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Then I just kind of look in the mirror like, yeah, we got this too, and I just pick it up and just hit that shit.
So the weight becomes the problem.
Yeah, the anger.
Mentally.
I just take it out.
Got you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I said before, like not saying I always looked into it too hard. Because when I went and worked out, I just worked out. I mean, when I went in the gym, I was stressed out. When I left, I was still stressed out. The problem.
No, I go to purpose. I'm trying to hurt myself in a good way. I'm trying to get muscle fatigue. So
Gotcha.
when another thing too, like say if I'm going through my reps, I say I'm gonna go for about 12, and then I get to that 12 and I stop.
Mm-hmm.
We got 5 more. I go back, put more on and hit it again. I'm like, I'm just stronger now. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's personal. It's a relationship between me and the weights, and the middleman is that bullshit, right?
Right, sir.
We just trying to push him out the picture. We trying to push him out the pitch, out of the frame. And so when I go into that weight, I may be feeling some type of way. I may be feeling some type of way. I may not have any words to describe it, but I don't want that. I don't want to leave here with that. And I just focus on my workout. Saying what's up to people. And by the time I'm done, I'm in a much better place, man. I feel good when I drive home. I feel good when I get to that first light, when I leave out the parking lot of the gym, like, you know what? Yeah, that happened. That shit going on, but I don't remember the exact serenity prayer, but control what you can. So this is what I'm going to focus on. This is all I'm going to focus on right now. And that's going to be it. And I go home, take my shower, the shit try to come back up on me. I'm like, no, we already talked about this.
Right.
I'm not talking to myself out loud, but it's up here. I'm like,
right. I get you. I follow.
I got something to do with making wine tonight. I just deal with wine. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I try to get away from that. That's not healthy. That's stress. I don't try to get it and share with everybody or text people about it or put it on social media. I just try to get away from it. Whether it's what is up here or whether it's an individual.
Because what's weird is that I actually been in the gym and I go in there, I just going, but like, man, I still feel the same. But I never took the initiative to think of it the way you broke it down, go nice and slow and feel the burn. You have to take an inhale and exhale, and it's a bit different. So I'm glad I heard that. I needed to hear that. Well, I'm pretty sure other people did too. I'm not the only one that think like.
You good.
I really
I don't talk to nobody.
Some people are built with the thought already, and then some people you have to instruct. That's just the way the world is.
It's already built in. Cause my background is personal trainer. That's why I went to school for fitness management. I got the bachelor's in kinesiology. I did my internship at the Medical University of South Carolina. I just shadowed personal training fitness instructors. Then when I graduated from Mississippi State, I already had a job waiting for me in California as a personal trainer. I had already set that up. Because long story short, I was going, while I was doing my internship, it was my fault. She wanted to know if I wanted her to come with me to California if I was to go there after graduating from college. I said, I don't know. And so she moved on before I knew she was going to move on. That shit hurt. So I got back to school, and so for 30 nights, I went to the girls' dormitory because they had the fastest computers in their lab. And so I applied for jobs religiously 30 nights straight. And I had like jobs waiting for me in California, Florida. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in South Carolina doing my internship, I had to walk everywhere, so I became a lot leaner. So what I did was I worked out really hard one day, walk home, put some baby oil on, and I took pictures of different parts of my body, and I submitted that along with my resume to show that, hey, I know my shit. Okay. Right. And I sent that. And that's how I got to California. I did personal training there full time, worked for a club 2 years, and then for myself for about 9 years. Then I switched over to corporate America because it wasn't paying the bills.
You said California, right? What part?
Silicon Valley, San Jose, Santa Clara.
Oh man, you probably seen the weirdest stuff too.
Because the goal as a kid was to move to California or Florida.
Right.
I live in Pompano Beach too. Remember that?
Yeah.
I live in Pompano. So I even accomplished all I wanted to do. I've accomplished every short and long-term goal I've ever set.
And that's good to know, for one, because that gives you motivation. Mm-hmm. And that's why you see, ladies and gentlemen, you feel like you can't do nothing. That's what it said. Those small goals, you accomplish that and just work yourself up. It builds up your confidence.
Give it time.
And it helps you, man. But listen, I don't want you to get cut off this time, man. I want to thank you so much, Mr. Phillip, for joining us again. Just like Marlon said. Marlon, take us out, Marlon. You've been quiet, man.
Come on, Marlon.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm taking it all in.
Yeah.
I'm taking it.
All y'all husbands out there, you want your wife to be quiet. This is a good one to get her nice and slop, and she can just sit there and smile at you all night. You see that?
Passion.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. We'll have all the links in the description. And man, every time you got something going on, please let us know. And we're gonna try to work that out and get you as a vendor too. Marlon is more of the hookup with the wrestling stuff. So, of course, I know he'll probably get with you with that before I will with that. But definitely that's something that we could probably link up and get you set up with.
Yeah. All right. Oh, one more thing. I got a new wine flavor coming out. I see the time right there.
Okay, good. Do your thing.
Black Passion. It's going to be called Black Passion. It's going to be black, bottle, label, and then the word's going to be silver, or the word can be gold. And it's blackberry with passion for Black Passion for New Year's.
Okay, so y'all got that Black Passion. Make sure you send us the link for that, Phillip, so we can go ahead and start promoting that, because the New Year's right around the corner, man. We're at the weekend already.
That's what coming. Yeah. But Black Passion. I may be on there like this. I mean, I'm black, and I look passionate about something, right?
Hey, that's right. This is an educated brother, man. He knows his shit.
He knows what he's talking about.
I don't know nothing, man.
Listen, he ain't in here just making Kool-Aid. Y'all need to support this man. Seriously, he know his shit. He know his measurements. He break it down for you from rooter to the tutor. So listen, y'all support. Go to them links. Get merch. We love y'all. We out. All right, Marlon. All right, Phillip, man. Y'all enjoy y'all night.
All right, peace out.
Yeah. So, later.